Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
An interagency streamlined business permitting center is coming soon.
Also, tonight, a hotel in central Garapan announces its temporary closure.
And comments are needed from the community on deep-sea mining.
In sports, service for the community through pickleball courts.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Buenas Marianas, Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Saipan.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Say howdy to the new Buffalo Ranch sauce with its tangy creaminess and its creamy tanginess. It's your chicken's perfect partner, only at McDonald's.
Hafa-day Zantero. On behalf of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, you're invited to join us for Your Humanities Half-Hour, Thursdays at 7 p.m. here on KSPN2. We take a look at the humanities issues of interest to you and our community. Join us as we navigate the human experience together on Your Humanities Half-Hour, Thursdays, and replayed on Saturdays at 7 p.m. and on YouTube at 670 Humanities.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafa-day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on December 10th from our studio on Capitol Hill.
With a shortage of air flights arriving into the CNMI, the erosion of Garapan's tourism district continues. This time, it's the Grandvrio Resort Hotel in Garapan. According to a statement by the Hotel Association of the Northern Mariana Islands, or HANMI, on April the 1st, 2026, the Grandvrio Resort Saipan, formerly the Hafa-day Beach Hotel, after 44 years of service in the tourism and hospitality industry, will be at least temporarily shuttering its doors. Roaming the grounds of the Grandvrio this afternoon, there is a silence permeating the beautiful grounds, and with management deciding not to grant us an interview, it is left up to HANMI to acknowledge that with the drop in tourism numbers due to the impacts of COVID-19, U.S. tariff impositions, and air service limitations, the Grandvrio felt the need to at least temporarily suspend operations. Management at the Vrio Hotel has responded to our query and say that following the April 1st closure, the hotel will undergo upgrades to its facilities while they are assessing when they will reopen.
An interagency center to streamline the business permitting process is scheduled to open up by the end of 2025. The One-Stop Business Permitting Center is coming together on Capitol Hill. On November 18, Governor David Apatang issued an executive order calling for permitting agencies related to the business nexus to be under one roof, established under the Department of Commerce. Advisor to the Secretary, C.J. Bermudez.
We're here at the old Medicaid building on Capitol Hill to do just that, building 1252, and that's the location for the new One-Stop Center.
As the former Medicaid building is getting a makeover, this is the current update.
We made great progress just today. We took delivery of furniture that will be used for the One-Stop Center that was already existing in the government inventory. So these are no new purchases. We understand the economic condition and we're working with that. But that's where we are right now.
Inside the building, construction continues for what is said to become the lobby area. Registrar of Corporations, J.D. Regis.
We are hard at work. The contractors are behind me renovating. Renovations are they're ongoing and they're on track to be completed hopefully by next week.
According to the executive order, part of the purpose of the Business Permitting Center is to improve interagency coordination and transparency for applicants.
One thing I wanted to highlight is the fact that the business permitting process has been very disconnected. And now we're going to have all the agencies that actually permit businesses to come into one building, one area, and we actually have next door the CNMI Treasury. So you could easily make your payments right across the street and come and process your business permits over here. And it's a very convenient, streamlined process for the business community, and we're just very excited to get this up and running for the CNMI.
He says the Office of the Registrar of Corporations has a contract to build a business registration portal.
That will act as a foundation towards getting all permitting agencies onto an online platform. We're going to be starting with the Office of the Registrar of Corporations, so you can begin registering your businesses online. You're going to be able to file your annual reports online. All your corporate filings will be able to be done on the portal. So super excited about that, and we're looking to get that launched early next year.
As the online portal is slated for 2026, the completion date for the center on Capitol Hill is forthcoming.
We're shooting to be complete at the end, with this month and in line with the governor's timeline. There's a little dynamic changes, obviously, with our contractor and the construction, and we just want to make sure that we're 100% ready to service the public and adjust expectations as we go along. Currently, we're shooting to meet our timeline for next week, and we'll keep the public updated and our agency partners updated if anything changes. But that's what we're working with right now, and we're hoping to have a great Christmas gift for the public from the CNMI government.
Bale modification is denied to a man who last week was accused of stealing a bale of wire from DFS. Ramon Camacho, along with two other suspects, allegedly robbed the DFS rooftop of over $4,000 worth of copper wire. Police claim that Mr. Camacho admitted to his participation in the copper wire theft. They say he claimed to have needed money for food. Today, in Judge Joseph Camacho's courtroom, suspect Camacho, aged 40, was denied a bail modification and was remanded back into custody.
The comment period for potential deep-sea mining offshore the Marianas is still open. A local environmental agency representative encourages participation. The Northern Mariana Islands is in the initial step in the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management's regulatory pathway for the potential leasing of the Outer Continental Shelf offshore the CNMI. The request for information and interest was published on November 12 with a 30-day deadline to submit comments. The CNMI Bureau of Environmental and Coastal Quality Administrator Floyd Mosca says the RFI is not the deciding factor.
On item 3 of the steps for this whole process is you have the environmental assessment. And that's not an overnight thing. This could be 3 years down the line because, again, the NEPA permits as well as what they call the EIS. Those are all the assessments, impacts that need to be looked at. So again, the RFI is not the decision maker in this case. It is just gathering information.
Over 250 comments have been submitted for docket number BOEM 2025-0351. Mosca says he's been reading through them.
What happens long term what happens to the fisheries? There's a common theme here. There's a lot of things we don't know. And that's one of the reasons why it needs to be put in paper, that we want to know what the science behind it, what are the consequences of it. And also, there are some requests for what are the advantages.
The area BOEM identified for potential seabed mining is in federal jurisdiction.
There has been talk with regard to this is our waters, what can we do, our sovereignty, the covenant, and again it gets to that bureaucracy where the CNMI, being a commonwealth, has a little bit, I believe, a little bit leeway when it comes to negotiating with the United States.
He says with the way the ocean flows without separation, Guam is just as much a part of the conversation as the CNMI.
I think the people of the Marianas, when I say Marianas, that's Guam too, is they all need to speak up. They need to put in their comments, put in their questions, put in their recommendations. If you don't like it, say it. Nobody's going to get hurt here except for us. And, if we don't say something, that's the point. We got to say something.
Mosca highlights the protective measures in place for our region.
The nice thing about the United States is that we care about the environment. We have regulations in place. We have safety measures, while some other countries do not care about that. They don't have the safeguards in place. They go out there and they mine because the truth behind it all is it is an asset, a resource that's needed, and there's millions to trillions of dollars involved in this case.
Leaders of Guam and the CNMI have requested a 120-day extension. Without the extension, the deadline to submit comments is this Friday, December 12.
Say something, because it's the only way. We can't walk out of a meeting quiet, then go to the picnic table and start talking. Let's start talking in the meeting.
Following an executive meeting today, Floyd Mosca says a 30-day extension is to come with plans for BOEM to hold public meetings in the CNMI.
Coming up, military operations on Tinian through the eyes of an archaeologist.
And the sunset precedes the inevitable sunrise for the future of canoe sailing in the Marianas. More news next.
Guys, hope you have a great month, a great Christmas, and may God bless you in the rest of this year and going into the new year.
Merry Christmas! Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to Saipan.
Trust between service provider and customer is important because it forms the foundation for a long-term positive relationship. Trust influences everything from customer satisfaction to loyalty to community relationships.
Customers provide feedback on the services they receive from us, and their experience is our success.
I recommend Docomo Pacific to a lot of people, especially if you game. If you're like me, who live basically around the internet, they really, Docomo does really care for those who are their customers.
Honestly, from where I work at, I'm a customer service, and customer service is big for me, and they meet our expectations.
One of the positives of being a Docomo customer is the service. For us as a restaurant, we focus a lot on customer service, and it's nice to see, Docomo doing the same thing.
It's clear that they've been working to deliver more value for local businesses like ours. When their internet works consistently, it fades into the background, and that's how it should be.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license, and we'll even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam, because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Mariana's Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Mariana's Trekking, 25 years, local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here. This Christmas, give the gift that keeps on giving: health, strength, and confidence. Gold's Gym Saipan gift certificates are the perfect present for anyone on your list, friends, family, or even yourself. From memberships to personal training sessions, it's a gift that inspires a stronger, happier new year. Stop by Gold's Gym Saipan today and make this Christmas the start of someone's fitness journey.
Welcome back. You're watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Last week, it was announced that Pete and Emma Perez, founders of the CNMI's 500 Sails, will unfurl their mainsails, and a new team of seafarers will raise anchor and captain the program into the future. 500 Sails, the nonprofit organization dedicated to the preservation of the Marianas indigenous canoe culture, first set sail in 2013.
To us, our idea of culture is it develops out of people interacting with each other and their environment over time. That's where it comes from. It determines what you eat, how you dress, how you protect yourself, the house you build, what you do to, how you live, your stories, those things that happen to you. There's no snow in our stories, right? Everything is relevant. So as we move on, we can embrace. And so we teach anybody. Anybody who wants to teach, they're welcome. And they get something out of it. And we get something from them. And we move as a community forward.
Pete and Emma Perez met in California and began a new life on their familial home island of Saipan. In their early middle years, they joined together to give birth to the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
This one, Setlu, we raised money for it by swimming the English Channel as an all-family, all-Chamorro relay team, the Chamorro Flying Proa relay team in 2007. And we swam the English Channel in 13 hours and, raised a few $1,000s. That started my trip in the water, and that's when I realized that my favorite place in the world to be is in the middle of the ocean when you can't see land.
Sailing slowly can be ethereal. Sailing quickly can be magical. In the 1960s, steel workers in Chicago were competing in a local canoe race. Research taught them that the Chamorro Flying Proa was the fastest sailing canoe in the world, so they built this one, Latahau.
They put this together, they raced it on Lake Erie, and they beat all the yachts by 5 hours.
5 hours?
Because these suckers are fast.
Grandmaster Navigator Cesario said that one ocean, one people. The youth of today are our sunrise, and we, the elders, are the sunset. We must help them understand that they will be the sunset of tomorrow, carrying this knowledge forward.
We have to do a sunset so there can be a sunrise. And the only way we can do it is to leave because otherwise everybody relies on us, they call us, they let us put out fires, and it's better. And if we just drop dead, it would be done. We've been planning and getting a team together, and now they have to put out their fires. They get to start dreaming. They can take our dream and run with it, or it needs to evolve into something else for it to be healthy. And that's Grandmaster Navigator Cesario Soberlor said, that it's important that we pass it on to the next gang.
The new team at 500 Sails includes Executive Director June Coleman, Yukari Hayashi, Larry Shari, Andrea Carr, and Master Navigator Mario Benito, with additional support of Mango and the 500 Sails board.
We came with nothing, and we've gotten it to the point now where we have these relationships, we've got these accomplishments, we've got the statistics show that we've had like 30,000 contact hours with the community, and we've taught 900 people to swim and 4,000 people to sail. I don't know. We have all these numbers, but it's time for us to move on. It's like it's time for the next generation to come in, and that's why we're going.
The two plan to build on family wilderness property in Guam.
I'm going to go be the fiscal officer at the University of Guam Center for Island Sustainability Sea Grant Program. Everything I've learned to this point, I can help them with what they're doing. And so it made perfect sense.
I really want to deal with the snake problem. I'm pissed off. I have been for years. I used to work for Fish and Wildlife here, and I've stayed involved in this. I worked on the invasive species plan here. I worked on the biosecurity plan here. I really care about the environment, and the fact that Guam has lost all its birds, all its forest birds, they're extirpated or extinct, and then now they've lost their mammals. They've lost the mice, the shrews, the rats. They've lost the geckos, skinks, and the lizards. All these things that are in the forest.
And as Emma and Pete Perez prepare to sail off into the Pacific sunset, can a measure of success be made?
For me, and I didn't start out doing this, for me, success is knowing that children that are born in the CNMI now, that grow up here or that are in the diaspora and they see our ports, that people know about canoes and canoes are in their lives. I was in Guam and I'd made a presentation, and this young woman said to me, "The youth in Guam are lost. We don't know who we are. But now, based on what I've learned from you, I know who I am."
There will be more with Pete and Emma in future programs. The preservation of historical sites on the island of Tinian discussed this week on Your Humanities Half-Hour with Catherine Perry. Dr. Boyd Dixon, archaeologist and co-author of Historical Sites in the Tinian Military Lease Area, highlights the historical significance of ancient cultural landmarks.
I would say that of the earliest sites, like you were saying, almost 4,000 years ago, the earliest people that were landing on the islands of the Marianas, I think they chose Chulu as their target. As they must have seen, it's hard to see Tinian from very far offshore, I suppose, but it seems like when those who discovered Guam and Saipan came together, that was a logical place to pull over. I guess what I'm driving at is that not only was a nice place to pull over and decide maybe to stay for a while, but it was occupied. There's lots of evidence down about 2 meters, which is maybe just a little bit taller than I am, so let's say just over 6 foot deep. There's all kinds of evidence of layers and layers and layers of the descendant or ancient Chamorro inhabitants of this island.
Dr. Dixon, along with co-author Don Farrell, share a belief that while military operations are bound to continue on Tinian, the historical preservation of past cultures grounds us all to our common humanity.
We, the people, do need for them to be taken care of at the same time as they're performing what our current geopolitical world in East Asia looks like. That it's going to be very busy for a long time. They understand that the island has taken on the role of being a bastion, of being the point of the tip of the spear, in other words. And if that is to continue, then we all need to learn how to live and play together, you know, you can't turn it into a giant military base and not help take care of the people that live here in the first place.
See more with Dr. Dixon on Your Humanities Half-Hour with Catherine Perry tomorrow, Thursday night at 7 p.m. on KSPN2, and again in replay at 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Coming up in sports, what's being served in the kitchen on the pickleball court, a holiday tournament. Stay tuned.
Happy holidays from Team Commerce.
This Christmas, give yourself the gift of strength, island style. At Gold's Gym Saipan, we celebrate health, happiness, and the power of community. Whether you're lifting, spinning, or stretching, we're here to help you shine. Join us this holiday season for exclusive Christmas memberships, fitness packages, and holiday challenges. Gold's Gym Saipan, strong for the season.
Hafaday Zantero. On behalf of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, you're invited to join us for Your Humanities Half-Hour, Thursdays at 7 p.m. here on KSPN2. We take a look at the humanities issues of interest to you and our community. Join us as we navigate the human experience together on Your Humanities Half-Hour, Thursdays, and replayed on Saturdays at 7 p.m. and on YouTube at 670 Humanities.
Saipan, get ready to swing. Ocean Drive Golf on Middle Road is open and bringing big fun to the island. Click this QR code and reserve your session today. Try our state-of-the-art golf simulator. See your distance, shot shape, club head speed, and more. It's everything you need to level up your game. Book simulator time for as low as $25 an hour, or rent the whole simulator for your crew and practice or play a course together. Want to really improve your swing? Book a lesson for yourself or a loved one. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7. Ocean Drive Golf above Hoffa Bean Coffee on Middle Road. Ocean Drive Golf, your best shot starts here.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventures calling from Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has a perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out our off-road adventure, where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for our NMI residents, after you ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch, because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Holiday spirit met fast volleys and friendly competition this weekend as players from around the island gathered for the Yuletide Pickleball Tournament in Saipan. Pickleball has come a long way from the parking lot of Paradise Dental to a 3-day tournament at 2 locations. This weekend, some great night play. These shots from Sunday evening. Hosted by the Saipan Pacific Lions Club in cooperation with the Pickleball Federation of the Northern Mariana Islands, the tournament brought together beginners, intermediate, and advanced players for an evening of spirited play. Matches were held at American Memorial Park and the Capitol Hill Pickleball Court, with events running into the evening hours and featuring men's, women's, and mixed doubles along with singles play. The tournament also offered cash and consolation prizes, adding to the excitement on the courts. Organizers say the event is more than just a game. Proceeds support medical, educational, and environmental programs throughout the CNMI, turning each serve and rally into a gift back to the community. As paddles met pickleballs, the Yuletide Pickleball Tournament proved once again that in Saipan, the holidays are best celebrated with community, competition, and a whole lot of fun.
Merry Christmas, everybody, from the Jotinkizo Public Library, and make sure you enjoy your holidays, and we look forward to the future.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. According to Santa Claus, there will be 60 inches of snow in the North Pole, but here in the CNMI, it will be ho, ho, ho lovely. Tonight we'll have only a 10% chance of showers with low temperatures of 79 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, will likely be wetter. According to the National Weather Service, there will be a 30% chance of showers during the day and a 70% chance of rainfall on Thursday night. The sun has set at 5:47 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:33 a.m., a little early for the lights to be turned on at the multipurpose center, but Santa may be lurking about, admiring the decorations before anyone else arrives. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We'll see you again on Friday.